Hello, my name is Ahlam and today I'll be taking you through the basics of designing a form in Visual Studio. Visual Studio is a tool used by programmers to design the look and feel of an application. It's easy to use and you can drag things around, which makes it, less coding. So first of all, you need to start your Visual Studio program, and as you can see here, mine is already open. And then you can either start a project in two ways. This menu should pop up on your screen, and you could go to new project and create a project, or you could go to file and then new and create a new project. So for convenience sake, we'll use this. And what we're going to be making today is a form application for, say, employees, and we want to choose this option. Obviously you have to give it a name. Let's call ours employee records, and you have to define the location where you want to save the file and then click OK, and you just have to wait for it to load. So you see here we've got the basic form, and the beauty of Visual Studio is that you can just go to the properties table down here and decide how you want your form to look like. For example, you can have control dark, or you could go, hot track. Basically you can just choose any color that you want. So today we'll stick to that color, which is a light blue, and you need to give your form a name, which you would go down to the form name. So let's call this employee records. So when you're naming anything in Visual Studio, you have to make sure that you don't put any spaces in between, or you will get an error. You want it to be one continuous word. You can use underscores and full stops and numbers here. And then we want to change what is displayed here on the form, so you go to the text and change it to employee records, and there you have it. So we'll just put basic stuff inside it just to give you the feel of Visual Studio. So you want the toolbox, so for this you go to view and toolbox. There it is. Enlarge it whichever way you want to, and the first thing we need is a label. Basically this is just text. You can choose to name your labels, but choose not to, but you definitely want to define what the text is. In here we can have full name. There it goes. And you want something for input, so we want a text box. So the toolbox here has everything, or rather most of the things that you can use. You can obviously use the search button up here, but there is text box. You can enlarge that, and obviously again you have to give it a name for programming purposes. So we will name this name. We don't want anything to be inside it, so we just leave it the way it is, but you can set maximum and minimum amount of letters to be input. And then we also want another label for date of birth. We'll call this date of birth. Oh, sorry. Let's just call it that. That's for the name, and then we want to go to text for date of birth. And I made an error there. Definitely want a space there. So we can obviously use different things to represent date of birth, but just for the sake of showing you what can be done with Visual Studio, I will use something called the numeric up and down, which is basically a number selector, and we want this to be called day. And if you go down to data, as you can see there, you can select the minimum and maximum numbers you want to display, as well as the increment values and how much to increase it by. So you want minimum as 1, maximum as say 1. There you have it. You want another numeric up and down for months. Data maximum of 12, minimum of 1, and you want another one called year. We say a minimum of 1998. Then we want to select the gender. So again, we'll have a label. Called gender. And we want to use a combo box. So basically this is just a drop down. Again, you want to name it gender, and where it says items and collections, you click on that, and here you can decide what you want to put in. So you've got male, female, and well, you never know, we might have aliens in the future, so say other. Okay. Then we can have you might want to add another label for availability. And then for this one, since you need to select a number of things, we can have a checked list box, which again, you name it. And then collection can have full time, part-time, evenings, weekends, holidays. There you go. And last but not least, you want a button to add all this data. So we call the button save, and name it save button, which later on you can program it to do whatever it is you want it to do. So to see this in action, you go to start, and it will load the final application, which is that, as you can see, you can add names, date of birth, 4th of July, maybe March, choose the year, or you can just text it there. Gender, female, availability part-time, and weekends. Save. There you go. And that's it for today. Thank you.